I'm sure every content creator on the face of this earth dreams of being self-sustaining, being their own boss and creating content full-time without the worry of having to fill anyone else's schedule or time constraints. I'll be the first one to admit that I'm no different. And after years of hard work and perseverance, I had finally done it. I finally made it happen. I quit my traditional job and sat out on my own as a self-employed content creator. At first, the results from it were amazing. I had all the freedom I could ever want. I was able to create more content than ever before. I was able to set my own schedule and work on projects that truly excited me. But as the time went on, reality set in. Not only did I reach burnout multiple times over those years, but I struggled to make ends meet and ultimately found myself constantly worrying about money. And anybody who knows, when you're always worried about money, when you have to concentrate on not having it, you can't focus on the things you love really. The things you love kind of take a back seat because you have to focus on bringing in finances so that you can be comfortable enough to do the things that you love. But I myself was always on the search of new ways to keep money coming in as a self-employed content creator. I mean, sponsors weren't exactly knocking down my door yet, and to be honest, the channel had kind of plateaued. No need to go into that right now in this video, but eventually I was forced to once again take on a traditional job. I'll be honest, I'll be 100% truthful with you guys. It was disappointing that I would have to end up doing that and giving up some of my freedom, but I knew it was necessary to make a living. And in the back of my mind, it's still temporary. Just because things fell on hard times right now doesn't mean that I'm done with my dreams and that I'm giving up. That'll never happen. But the transition back to traditional employment was a bit tough. I've been doing it for a few weeks now as of the uploading of this video. And I'll tell you right now, man, I really miss that freedom that I once had. And it feels like I'm taking a humongous step backwards. It's also kind of sad that I don't have much time to devote to creating content. But despite my disappointment, I'm determined to make the best of the situation. At least I don't have to worry that much about finances anymore. With that off my brain, it creates the space in my mind to be more creative and to be able to explore new ways of creating without the stress of having to dedicate so much of my thought process to how I'm going to get money coming in. I knew that having a traditional job would give me a sense of security and stability. I knew that going into this, and things were steady at the time of me making that transition into self-employment. So this kind of makes me feel like I'm not really taking a step back. I'm just kind of doing what I need to do to keep the pursuit of what I want alive. And the security and stability that I get from this job is kind of what I need to take on in order to continue creating content. It's just necessary at the moment, and when I look at it that way, it doesn't sting as bad. This is still fresh, so I'm still working on trying to find a balance between my 9 to 5 and my passion for creating content, as I am now a working class content creator. But honestly, at the moment, I still have my weekends and I still have the hours that I'm not at work to dedicate towards creating content. I do need to juggle that time to create with the time with my 2 daughters, but as I said, this is a work in progress. I think that after a few months of doing this, there'll be kind of a realization that the structure and discipline of this traditional job will probably make me a better creator anyway, because I'll be able to focus on my content with a renewed energy and passion. Being away from it and being able to not do it and not having as much time to do it, it just gives me a clearer vision on pursuing it, to be honest. And I should be able to produce better quality content, but definitely content that I love, and hopefully be able to reach a larger audience. I would love to grow this channel on a somewhat significant level this year. In the end of it all, I am happy that I'm finding a balance between my passions for creating content and my need to make a living. I know that for the moment I won't have the complete freedom that I once had, but I'm content knowing that I will still be able to create and make a difference in my pursuit as a content creator. And in a way, I feel like this experience is going to help me grow as a person too, not just as a content creator, because maybe, just maybe, it'll kind of add to the professional aspect of my content. Or maybe not.